Hey there, today we have the moon continuing in Scorpio, doing that deeper work, and give yourself a little bit of extra love today. We have had a very transformational week with a lot of intense, changey energies. And so today, with the moon in Scorpio, not particularly activating any specific um, greater intensities today. It's a good day for integration. It's a good day for feeling your feelings and some of that deep, deep self care. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Thursday, September 25th. So, continuing with the moon in Scorpio today, yesterday, on Wednesday, the 24th, we had the square of Mars to Pluto, intense pressure to make sure that we are on track with becoming who we need to become. And really feeling the changes around us as things shift with the solar eclipse in Virgo, 29 degrees that we had on Sunday. And then also yesterday, September 24th, in addition to that Mars square to Pluto, we had an air grand trine and kite with the sun forming a grand trine to the outer planets already in a sextile, double sextile formation. So really, uh, a lot of not just intense energies, but really very specific energies saying this is the moment to think about what you're becoming, what you're leaving behind, how you are changing, what it means for you. And if you're feeling a little bit unmoored or disoriented or sort of uncertain about what is emerging and what it all means, then you're probably right where you need to be. So recognize that as we go through change processes, and it doesn't have to be bad change, right? Change is just change. And we can be stepping into those greater possibilities for our lives and our future when we remember to be on track with that process of leaving behind the things that are not serving us and stepping into what we are ultimately becoming. Now, do, do you now the thing about this moment is that you may not know what you're becoming, but there's a feeling with, especially with that air grand trine and that kite, there's a feeling of possibility. There's a feeling of open doorways. And I've talked about this before in terms of, the door is open, but are you going to choose to walk through it, right? Because you can sit there eating popcorn for as long as you want with that door open, but if you don't walk through it, you're not going to get anywhere. Same thing with the mountain, right? If you don't take those steps to get to the top or at least start moving in a direction, you aren't going to uh, get there or wherever it is the universe may be opening for you to arrive at. Um, so in other words, it's a good time to kind of let go of attachments. It's a good time to really open your heart to what is possible for the future, but also your future. What does it look like? What does it mean for you? How are things changing? And really opening to new possibilities, maybe that you wouldn't have even thought of 5 years ago, 10 years ago, because it wasn't in the set of possibilities that are opening up, even as uh, our certainty gets taken away from us in many ways, right? So what we release, what we let go of, is that certainty of knowing how things work, knowing what we can count on, knowing how to plan and prepare because everything works the way it always worked. We don't have that. But what we do have is we have new possibilities, and we might be letting go of some of the old things that we thought, the future or our future or my future, your future was going to be about. But in that process, we can open to something new and potentially something even better, something more open, more connected, more expansive. And so it's a good time to just ask yourself, what might that look like for me in my life? What would I open to in terms of possibilities that maybe I haven't allowed myself to think about or consider in the past? What could that be, right? Let yourself play, be experimental, be be open, and just sort of explore what possibilities there might be that you haven't thought about before or haven't thought possible for yourself. And then, like I said, with today's Scorpio moon, just give yourself some extra love, some care, some patience, some kindness, some time and space that you may need to process and integrate whatever is showing up for you, whatever is emerging, shifting, changing, being released in your life. So, some good self care, some deep self care, some deep acknowledgement of your own truth, of the good work that you are already doing. Yeah, that's actually a really powerful exercise to do, is just write down the things you are doing that are helpful, right? What are you doing that is helpful to the world? Even if it's just I'm staying off of social media. Maybe that is your contribution, right? I am not engaging in some of these more toxic things that are available to me in the world. Maybe I'm choosing to step away from toxic conversations. That's a win. Put that down on your list of what you're doing. If you've read a book this year, you get to put that down. Reading books is really good. If you've made a friend or given some energy to a friendship this year, that goes on your list. If you've joined a group or done any kind of volunteering or done anything to foster community, that goes on your list. And, then you can get creative from there. So the point is, you're probably doing more than you think you're doing. And this is a good time to just sink into some acknowledgement, some gratitude for yourself, some love and kindness, caring and patience for yourself. So, so powerful. And when you do that, of course, it makes it easier to be able to do that for others. And that makes the world a better place. So thanks for being here. I am Marina Orms. You can book a reading with me at astrologyheals.com. Stay tuned for more. And there are more links to more resources, things that I offer and have available in the description for this video. Thank you for subscribing and being here and staying with me through this journey. I'm here every day with Astrology for Unshakable Self-Care. So I will see you next time. Bye for now.